There was a time not that long ago when running out of battery on your phone was a 5-second problem. You flipped open the back cover, snapped out the dead battery, clicked in a fresh one, and carried on with your day. No cables, no waiting, no anxiety. Today, that same problem might mean hunting down a charger, sitting tethered to a wall for half an hour, or paying a repair technician to open your phone with a heat gun and a set of specialized tools just to swap a component you used to handle yourself in seconds. So what exactly happened? Did manufacturers simply decide that convenience was no longer worth offering? Or is there a more complicated story hiding behind that sealed back panel? As it turns out, the answer involves physics, chemistry, consumer psychology, and a design decision made in 2007 that the entire industry decided to follow. The way things used to work. In the late 1990s and through most of the 2000s, removable batteries were simply the standard. Nokia, Motorola, Samsung, and virtually every other manufacturer built their phones around a detachable back panel and a battery you could pull out with your fingernail. The design made complete sense for the technology of the time. Phones were thicker, built primarily from plastic, and battery life was genuinely poor by modern standards. Many devices barely lasted a full day under normal use. Heavy users, travelers, and business professionals routinely carried 1 or 2 spare batteries in their pockets or bags as a matter of habit. Swapping took seconds, and the phone was immediately ready to go again. The culture around phones at that time also expected a degree of user serviceability. Devices were built to last several years, and consumers expected to be able to maintain them. Replacing a battery yourself was not considered unusual. It was considered normal ownership. The moment everything changed. In January 2007, Apple introduced the original iPhone. It was not the first smartphone, and it was not the most powerful device available at the time, but it was sealed. There was no removable back panel, no user-accessible battery, and no slot for a memory card. Apple's engineers had made a deliberate decision to treat the device as a single unified object rather than a collection of interchangeable parts. The result was a thinner profile, a more rigid frame, and a visual cleanliness that immediately felt different from everything else on the market. Consumers responded with enormous enthusiasm. Competitors noticed, and within a few years, the entire industry had begun moving in the same direction. The sealed smartphone was not imposed on the public against their will. In large part, the public actively chose it by purchasing these devices in staggering numbers. The engineering reality. Once manufacturers committed to sealed designs, a cascade of genuine engineering advantages followed that made going back increasingly impractical. The first and most significant was structural integrity. A removable battery requires a back panel that can be detached and reattached repeatedly. That means clips, a flexible seam running around the entire perimeter of the device, and an interior layout that accommodates the battery compartment as a separate enclosed space. All of that introduces flexibility and weakness into what engineers now want to be a rigid, precisely engineered chassis. A sealed battery, by contrast, can be bonded directly to the frame of the phone using adhesive. This allows the battery itself to contribute to the structural rigidity of the device. Engineers can build the phone around the battery rather than leaving space for a removable compartment, which means thinner devices, denser internal layouts, and more room for larger displays, additional cameras, and more capable processors. The second major advantage was water resistance. Modern flagship phones are expected to survive rain, splashes, and submersion. Achieving the IP67 and IP68 certifications that consumers now consider standard requires airtight seals around every single opening in the device. A removable back panel creates an enormous sealing challenge because the entire perimeter of the phone becomes a potential entry point for water and dust. A permanently sealed device allows manufacturers to apply continuous gaskets and adhesives with no interruption, making waterproofing both more reliable and more consistent across mass production. Battery technology itself also changed the equation. Lithium-ion cells improved dramatically in energy density over the course of the 2000s and 2010s, meaning a smaller battery could store more power than its predecessors. Combined with fast-charging technology that could restore hours of use in 15 or 20 minutes, the practical urgency of carrying a spare battery largely disappeared for most users. The problem that removable batteries solved became less pressing precisely as sealed designs were becoming the standard. The part nobody likes talking about. None of this means that business considerations played no role, because they clearly did. A phone with a sealed battery is a phone that most users cannot service themselves. As the battery degrades over several years, which all lithium-ion batteries inevitably do, the repair process becomes inconvenient enough that many people simply choose to buy a new device instead. This shortens the effective replacement cycle and increases sales in a way that removable batteries never would have. The right to repair movement has argued this point forcefully for years, and the criticism is not without merit. Several governments have begun responding. The European Union introduced regulations requiring manufacturers to make batteries more accessible to consumers and repair technicians. Some manufacturers have already started adjusting their designs in anticipation of tighter requirements globally. Conclusion: the disappearance of the removable battery was not a single decision made by a single company on a single day. It was the result of genuine engineering advantages compounding over time, combined with consumer preferences that consistently chose thinner and more capable devices over user serviceability. The physics of waterproofing, the chemistry of modern battery cells, and the geometry of increasingly dense internal components all pushed in the same direction simultaneously. Whether the trade-off was worth it depends entirely on who you ask. But the next time you plug in your phone instead of simply clicking in a fresh battery, you are experiencing the end result of one of the most consequential design decisions in the history of consumer electronics. Hidden inside a sealed device, doing its job quietly until it cannot anymore.